Hello everyone. We're going to make this kyanite pendant today. Kyanite is the zodiac stone for Aries, Taurus, and Libra, and is the throat chakra stone. So, very interesting. Let's get started. Cut three lengths of 1 millimeter wire, 30 centimeters long, and using a 0.4 millimeter silver coated wire. This is a thin one. We're going to wrap two sections. So from the middle of the bundle of wires, measure half a centimeter, and then on either side of that half centimeter, you're going to do a wrap of 10 wraps, and then we travel down the middle wire. I don't like to cut too many little wires because you have a little snaggy bit, and then do the other wrap on the other side. So instead of cutting the little thin wires, I just travel them along the wire to the next place that I need it. And it saves a lot of little ends that you have to tuck in. So there's a wrap and then a gap in the middle and then another wrap on the other side. Now taking your pliers, you're going to pull that gap apart so that there's one wire in the middle, and on either side you have pulled out the wire to form a diamond shape. A tip here is to put those needle nose pliers into the gaps and then just reverse pull instead of squeeze on the pliers, and it neatly pulls that little gap apart. It works really well. This is the place where the stone is going to rest. Bending the wire in the middle up into a V shape, and then those little parts that you had bent out with the pliers are going to be squeezed upwards. So you're making a little nest for the stone to sit in. Here you're going to fit that stone into the little pocket shape that you have made, and squeezing the side wires up to fit all round. Just keep in mind that the tails on either side are going to go up the sides of the pendant, and then you will shape them, and the bottom fits nicely into that V. Your stone is now generally fitted into the pocket at the bottom, and you're going to take one of the wires at the back of the stone, and you're going to bend it in a nice, pretty, swirly wave shape. This looks good and it holds the stone in place. You're going to use another wire later also on the other side to just hold in the back of the stone. Make sure it's secure. The wave shape is pretty and it suits that blue color, I think. Now to the front of the stone, take two of your side tails and bend them up along the front towards the top of the stone in a pretty wave pattern. The two wires together look really pretty. I like the look of double wires, and here you can do loops and swirls and use your own imagination as well for the front of this stone. I think because it's such a beautiful sea blue, I always think of waves, so I do an organic wavy pattern here. All your wires are heading up to the top where they are going to be joined together and then formed into the bale. But along the way, we use those side tails to hold in the stone. So it looks like it's all just decorative, but actually, a lot of it is to hold in the stone as well. You don't want your stone popping out of the pendant. And of course, we don't use any glue in these settings. So it's all the engineering of your setting that does it. Cut a 30 centimeter length of 0.4 millimeter wire. I have a silver plated copper wire here. And a little trick, I just push the end down into the top of that pendant and then begin to wind around to anchor the wire before we begin the bale. The weave I'm doing is just a simple under over, or if you'd like to, you can do something much more elaborate. Or I just do one over, one under, and repeat backwards and forwards. But later on, I change to two round across and two around the other side. So just depending what you like. As I weave up the bale, I'm pushing the wires down, compacting them so that they're nice and close together and it forms a pattern of its own. I've also added a bead and then two beads, just little silvery ones, look really pretty, to the top of the bale. Here you could have even added one long bead or one round bigger bead. You can do quite a lot here with your bale. As you know, bales come in all different shapes and sizes. So that is up to you as well. Once your bale is a nice length, bend it over to the back and fit it against the base. I bend it over the long nose pliers and then I squeeze it in up against the base at the back, and taking that tail, I wrap it around to secure it. So the tail goes around the base of the bale and it holds it all in together. So now there are lots of little tails hanging down the back of the pendant and on the sides. And first of all, I go to the back of the pendant and I like to pretty up the back as much as I do the front, or almost, because I always think if a person is wearing it and it flips over, you'd like the back to look just as nice as the front. So I curl up those tails and make it look pretty, and then go to the front. Kyanite is not only a beautiful stone, but it has grounding, peaceful qualities to it, and it is the throat chakra stone. So I think it's very beautiful in its own right and in jewelry. So aren't we lucky? Now you're prettying up all the little curls and bringing them around the stone to enhance the color and to make the whole pendant one flowing unit of beauty. I think this is really pretty. Our pendant is complete and looks so sweet. I think it's beautiful. Now, thank you for watching and please subscribe if you have enjoyed this and would like to see a lot more of our free tutorials, which we try to bring out twice a week. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.